Hey guys, welcome back to another Disc Golf Examiner disc review. Zach and I are here to review a very special disc from Viking Discs that they sent us. It's the Loki in the Storm Plastic. This is labeled as a utility putter, Zach, but it doesn't feel like that to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't believe everything you read, Brian, but this is definitely more utility than it is a putter.
There's some mischief going on here.
Absolutely. That's called Loki.
That makes sense. Let's go to the profile so you guys can see what we're talking about.
The Loki in Storm Plastic feels nice and tacky, good and grippy, and it's super flat, which makes it overstable. It has a nice blunt rim that makes it overstable, and it has a nice big bead, which also makes it overstable.
Is this disc overstable, Zach?
This disc is a little bit overstable, Brian. When I threw the Loki on a hyzer, it stayed on the hyzer. It didn't do anything but hyzer.
When I threw the Loki on a hyzer, I made sure to throw it more over to the right because I knew it was going to come back hard and dependably left, which it did.
When I threw the Loki on a flat release, it fought it immediately, went overstable, skipped off the road, and I immediately was in the mood for a cheeseburger. So much beef.
When I threw the Loki on a flat release, it dumps hard. It immediately wanted to go hyzer on me out of my hand.
When I threw the Loki on an anhyzer, I hit it with the sauce and it laughed in my face. It fought out of it almost immediately and dumped hard to the left. Man, that thing is beefy.
When I threw the Loki on an anhyzer release, I threw it very parallel to the ground, very low. And it actually had time still to come back and hyzer out at the end. Very dependably overstable.
When I threw the Loki sidearm on a nice flat to slight ante release, came out a little wobbly, but flew pretty straight and had a nice reliable fade at the end. It's a great disc for forehand.
When I threw the Loki on a sidearm, I put a lot of anhyzer on it, and the disc just rocked a nice S-curve all the way back to hyzer. Loved it for this. And that's how we threw the Viking Discs Loki in the Storm Plastic. Zach, what did you think for somebody with a larger arm? What did you think about this disc?
This disc doesn't make my arm look very large. It goes out, but it goes left very fast. Very much a utility disc. You need something that just to kind of get out of the woods, get out of a tough spot. If you need something that just goes basically straight up and left, this is it. I mean, it's great for shots where, hyzer shots where you don't need glide. It's a good utility disc. It's a great disc.
Yeah, and I think this was a very interesting disc. If you need to get out of a sticky situation, I think this is a really good one. If you need to pitch out to the fairway, if you need to get around a really tight corner, yeah, obviously. But I really think this thing shines for me as a sidearm disc.
Yeah.
It flies nice and straight, and then it actually does a little bit of a bend and comes back reliably for me. I'm not a great sidearm thrower, but I feel like I could throw this one as a sidearm thrower whenever I need it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very dependable.
It's great for that for sure.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about it?
No, that's it, man. It is what it is. It's beef.
Yeah, it really is. So, special thank you to Viking Discs for sending us the Loki for today's review. And remember to like us on Facebook, guys. Remember to leave comments, share, subscribe. We always appreciate it whenever you do that. And until next week, keep banging those chains.